Hey guys, I just wanted to get on here a minute and show you a couple things here um, and remind you that the media today, don't forget they're not on your side, okay? Don't forget they are trying to mold your thinking. The media, not even just the news. You can't tell me that even Disney, even these family quote oriented organizations aren't trying to mold your thinking to a modern postmodern era worldview, not a Judeo-Christian worldview. But here I'm going to show you an example in the media, in CNN, where they're using an opportunity and manipulating a situation to mold your thinking. And one of the things they're going to do here is gaslight you. And so let me go ahead here and show you this, a piece of this clip here. And I'm going to leave links to a few different things in my YouTube, in this YouTube video today in the comments section. So go onto YouTube, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and look at these links. There's a couple that you should see in comparison to this that I won't show here, but I will give you links to. So please subscribe to the channel, but also take a look at those links. So here we go here. This is, I don't even know who she is because I don't watch CNN enough because I can't stand to, because it all drives me crazy. But this gal here is interviewing this person and talking about the Michigan Dominion Whistleblower who, and as she introduces, she doesn't even give a fair chance, or this is not news, this is totally opinion. But as she introduces this is how she does it.
And I wanted to play for you, Matthew, one exchange between one of the GOP lawmakers and one of Giuliani's witnesses, who is an IT contractor for Dominion voting systems, who has made unfounded and now completely disproven claims, right?
Unfounded and completely disproven claims. So even before you see any video that they're going to play, which is going to be just a small, tiny little soundbite of the entire testimony this gal gives, even before you see any of that, they're not giving you an unbiased story. They're not giving you a complete story. They are giving you the information that they want you to hear presented in a way to make you to conform your thinking in a certain way. So that's exactly what's happening here. She's gaslighting before she's already giving you, this is what your opinion should be before you hear this gal speak, right? And then the speaking that they are going to show from this lady is a small snippet of this is just a regular person, right? She does work similar to what I do. I do some contract work on a commercial level, and I could be working for one person one day and another person the next. And she was contracted for this one day to go to the election site, and it happened to be for Dominion. I often don't even know who I'm going to be working for until I accept the job. So, and she probably at that time had no idea what Dominion was. Nobody did here just a few weeks ago, right? So she got hired on a contract basis. Okay, go over there and do this work order, really, this job for a couple days. And so she went to do that, and she's not a professional. She's just giving you her opinion on what's going on, and she's being passionate, right? And of course, they're going to spin this into she's not credible. They've already said she's been proven wrong. How's she been proven wrong? Well, what their idea of being proven wrong is, they looked at the Dominion software, and the Dominion software confirms what it is saying, so therefore she's wrong. That doesn't mean it's been proven wrong. It means that somebody's good at hiding stuff in computer software. In fact, the machine is designed to be able to be manipulated. In fact, it's also designed to even be able to take and make one vote count for 1.5 votes each, and the other guy's vote might only count for 0.75 of a vote each. It's able to do that. So you can't tell me it can't be manipulated. So This is how they approached it. They've already formulated your opinion for you, and now they're going to show a particular snippet of like a 40-minute testimony, and this is what they're going to show you. Let me switch it over.
That thousands of ballots were counted multiple times, but not reflected in the poll book. Here's the exchange.
The poll book is completely off. Completely off.
Off
That
30,000?
I'd say that poll book is off by over 100,000. That poll book. Why don't you look at the registered voters on there?
So, my question then,
Just for a second, real quick. You might not have noticed it, but I just did. They cut right there. There was because I do a little editing, I can pick up on this stuff. They did a quick little cut right there. So I don't know what was said in between there, but I could go back and look because I actually have you can actually go see the whole thing if you take the time and the energy to do it. But let's just see here what happens if we can catch it again. If I can get my mouse to do what I would like it, there it is, to do.
my question then,
Okay. There was a little
Why don't you look at the registered voters on there?
so,
see that? That was an edit by CNN in between there so that they could just show you the parts of this where they think that this young lady here is being irrational and whatever. She's not. She's just being passionate, okay? She's being passionate, and she's not a professional politician. She's not a professional witness. She's just some gal who's being passionate in this case. And they're trying to make her look in a certain way and defame her for standing up against the system that is trying to defraud us of our vote. So, absolutely don't fall for this garbage, okay? Don't fall for this garbage. I'm going to real quick try to...
my question then is, if
That's how many
you
ways.
hush now.
What about
She's going to go on there, but I just want to real quick show you, there's a couple of other places here. I'm trying to get my computer to respond the way I want it to, sorry. There we go. So, this here is when she testified the day before, I think the other testimony was given, on the 3rd, I believe it was, which was a few days ago, to the Oversight Committee here in Michigan. And you can see that entire testimony she gave there. And then you can get a full picture for yourself of what she has to say instead of what what CNN, how it wants to spin it to you, right? You can actually see it for yourself. Take a look at it. I'm going to put the link to this along with the CNN link just so you can get fired up like I did, right? Of their gaslighting and their manipulation. And you can see for yourself what this gal had to say about the entire process. One of the things she talks about is how all of those machines were plugged into the Ethernet. In other words, they were connected to some server in the building or a central location in the building where all those machines could be manipulated from that central point there, right? As well as that machine then was connected out to the World Wide Web. So those machines were connected to the internet, which is illegal. There's actually other witnesses on Giuliani's in Giuliani's cases who has been testifying and actually has affidavits of people saying those were all connected to one central device in the building, and that device was connected to the internet. So those devices were connected to the internet. But even more importantly than that to me is they were connected to a central location in the building which means all of those machines were feeding their information to that central location, and from that central location, anybody could manipulate anything they wanted, particularly since a part owner of Dominion was on the site and could do anything he wanted with those machines, right? He's probably one of the designers of the machine. At least he has a very, very accurate knowledge of the machines. So, wow, right? This is all issues, but the media isn't telling you this stuff. You've got to search it out and find it yourself. You've got to have folks like me and others who are part of this idea of a free media. Not that I'm really a media guy. I'm just a guy out here trying to tell you what's going on, right? But absolutely, we need to be paying attention and not fall for what the media is trying to do. I am anticipating that this will be the next thing that they are going to try to manipulate. This is testimony, and I don't have time. This is a 41-minute video. But I'm also recommending you take a look at it. I'm putting it on the link here for you to take a look at this. This is in Georgia, and this just came out the other day in the middle of the night. And the next morning is when this is court testimony again, with surveillance video here. And this table right here that you can see with my mouse was put into this room here at about 8:30 in the morning by a particular gal that's in these videos, okay? And then come around 11 o'clock at night, that gal came back into this voting area here, which is the State Farm arena. And she said, okay, we're going to be done counting for the day. Everybody go home. And as soon as she got the observers or Republican observers out of the building and the media left the building, she went back to this table that she had put there at 8 a.m. in the morning and pulled out a bunch of ballot boxes out of there. And there were 3 other people in the building with her, and they just started counting ballots out of those boxes until 1 in the morning. All the rest of the ballots that had been coming through the system here throughout the day had been coming from, see all these boxes and things? They've been coming from there, or they've been coming in from outside and being counted in this area here and in this area here. And those boxes were not part of that. Those were under this table, which the same lady that told everybody to leave put there in the morning, and then in the evening, suddenly these boxes come out. This was testimony that was given to Georgia courts, and this is being disputed right now. And before it all turns into a mess and gets, quote, debunked, you ought to take a look at the testimony yourself, the actual testimony that was presented, not the opinion of CNN and the sound bites of Fox News and MSNBC. I don't think there's probably anybody going to watch this video that watches MSNBC. But do you understand what I'm saying? There's stuff going on out there, and what actually happens in court and is presented in court is very different than what you're seeing, the little snippets that they're taking out of context and various things that they're doing in the media. And in social media, they'll just shut you down. If you're interested in this kind of content, please subscribe to me on Facebook, like me, follow me on Parler and on MeWe. Obviously, Facebook as well. That's my personal name on Facebook, but I don't really push it on Facebook that much because I've already had issues with Facebook and censorship. But Parler, MeWe, YouTube, follow me, find me on all those platforms. You can find the Bearded Shepherd there. If you're watching this video through Parler, I'm using YouTube to get it to you, so you should be able to click there, go to the YouTube, find those links, all that stuff. Please take a look at that stuff for yourself, and don't fall for all of this propaganda that we are experiencing here in America right now. Anyway, thanks for your time. Y'all have a great day. Keep up with me. I'll be posting more soon.